Does anyone else agree that teachers are one of the most underpaid people in America? I know I do, and I don't believe it is talked about enough. Teachers should be paid more because they are the cornerstones of our children's education and our own education. For those that have kids, you know how important it is that our kids get top of the line education from the very beginning, and those without kids should at least remember what a good teacher was able to give them on an academic level. Teachers are important, but their pay makes it seem like they really aren't. This is the main problem we face when it comes to teachers and education as a whole. This should be what the being said, let's talk about the problem and how it could affect us as parents or us as students. Teachers aren't paid enough for what they do, especially the lower grade levels. The reason why is truly unknown, but there are plenty out there who want this to change. Teachers hold the result to education of future generations in the palm of their hands. Not only do they essentially babysit kids, but they do their jobs as educators on top of that. It has become a political issue with some senators and bipartisan individuals taking a stance on wanting to change. It isn't just an American problem. London has the same issues. Do we really want to say we face the same problems as another country? For those who aren't worried about teacher pay, there is destined result if the issue isn't fixed. This result is that teachers aren't going to want to teach anymore. More teachers mean No more teachers mean that there's nowhere to send our kids while the adults are at work, and more importantly, no one to give our kids proper education. I've seen it myself. Former teachers get what they would consider lesser jobs because they get paid more than actually teaching. Sure, homeschooling is an option, but if you deprive your kids of a social life and make them sit at a screen for hours on end, with nowhere for the kids to go, many parents will result in using daycare or one of them staying at home, which a lot of families can't afford. One source provides a good solution for the lack of pay teachers received. They talk about paying teachers more instead of worrying about paying the administrators. This would also allow their pay to increase without increasing taxes. There's also the solution of paying teachers who are the best at what they do instead of paying those who are just subpar. That way the money goes to the right people and they won't even have to think about looking for another job. There's no doubt that we could pay teachers more, so there's no reason not to. Even though I'm not a teacher myself, my mother has been a teacher for almost her whole life. Though she was not in higher grades, she has touched so many kids' lives on a personal level and deserves so much more than what she made. Now, with that being said, what can we really do about the issue? The main thing we can do as parents or just get out there and speak up about it. Go to local school boards, sign petitions, do whatever you can to make people aware. The parents with kids in school are going to feel more motivated to do this, and with that, the reason to make sure your child gets a proper education. For those without kids who really have no care in it, they should still speak up. Teachers are better pay more than a lot of us. Now, it may not all be super easy and simple as just speaking up. There may be those who do not agree with these statements, or those who really don't want to listen to anything we would have to say. Just be persistent. Do not stop until we get the message and where we stand across. This should basically be a protest. Have the right audience. Don't go somewhere where people are not going to want to listen to you. For something that should be a simple fix, there is pushback, but with the right people listening, we can get teachers the pay they deserve. Now, we can all say that teachers are one of the most underpaid careers in America, even though they do so much for children and the future of this country. Just remember that there are ways to solve the issue without a lot of consequence. Teachers are leaving at an alarming rate, so even if there are any consequences, it's a risk that needs to be taken for education as a whole.